Hello, I'm Lindsay with an E, and welcome to Poetry in the Field, where I share some of my favorite poems from some of my favorite places. I'm down at the pond again today. Let me show you here, behind me. A beautiful day, just glorious with the sun, and I'm here with Gerard Manley Hopkins. I love him so much. I love the delight that he has with his words. And sometimes when I read his poems, I'm not even sure I understand what he's talking about. But the wonderful thing is about poetry is that you don't have to understand it all to enjoy it. And sometimes the thing with a line of poetry or a whole poem is that it awakens something in your brain or in your heart that is not fully awake at the time, but over time, curiosity unfolds, understanding unfolds, delight unfolds, and the poetry begins to do its work on a deeper level. And so that's the way I find it with many of Hopkins' poems. They're just so rich and so deep. And sometimes I feel like I'm only scratching the surface, but the surface is worth it. So for a poem today, I have one called Hurrahing in Harvest. Summer ends now. Now, barbarous in beauty, the stooks rise around. Up above, what wind walks, what lovely behavior of silk sack clouds has wilder, willful waver, meal drift, molded ever and melted across skies. I walk, I lift up heart, eyes, down all that glory in the heavens to glean our Savior. And eyes, heart, what looks, what lips yet gave you a rapturous love's greeting of realer, of rounder replies. And the azurous-hung hills are his world-wielding shoulder majestic, as a stallion stalwart, very violet sweet. These things were here, and but the beholder wanting, which two, when they once meet, the heart rears wings bold and bolder, and hurls for him, oh, half hurls earth for him off under his feet. It's wonderful, isn't it? It's wonderful. It's so very violet sweet. So may your eyes and heart be lifted up today by these words, and by the depth that they speak to. Thanks for listening, and I hope you'll join me again for another episode of Poetry in the Field.